first seminar accomplishments. I remember holding up my Cadillac keychain and saying, "Daylene, we did it, we did it." She replied, "Honey, that's wonderful. Congratulations. Now tell me, what is your unit size?" Proudly, I said, 100 strong. She looked me in the eyes just the way that I imagined that Mary Kay Ash used to do, with her right eye connected to my right eye. She said the following words that changed the trajectory of my business. "Keep doing personal parties. Don't breathe, Kristin, until you get to 300 unit members. But really, the goal is 500 unit members." Remember, I'd been in the company a year, 9 months as a sales director. I was so excited about this pink Cadillac. And I could have been easily defeated after I had just worked my guts out to reach 100. But I was smart enough to know that Daylene White was consultant 0001. Whenever Daylene spoke, I listened. I made the commitment at that seminar that I would continue to party and pass it on personally until our Yes unit reached 500 unit members. Our first million 4 years ago, that year I held 208 parties. And that was the year that we hit 300 unit members. The 2 years prior to that, I was stuck at the $950,000 unit club. And I know some of you are thinking, 950,000, not that bad. Well, it's not fun to be at 950,000 and then do 970,000 next year when all of your girlfriends are going on the $1 million trip. The next year, I did over 235 parties personally, and we ended with over 500 beauty consultants in our Yes unit. We offsprung 7 first line, we did 1.25 million, and we finished our national area. Daylene was right. And I share that because I was stuck at 950 and my unit was under 300. We hit the 300, I did over the million. We hit the 500, we were #1 in the world that year, and we finished our national area. You guys, success never goes on sale. Success never goes on sale. And highly successful sales directors work hard, they work smart, and they are in the field with the people. They have convinced themselves that the field is fun. Holding Mary Kay skincare parties are fun. I can't tell you how many times I had to stand with my beauty coat on and say, "The field is fun. I love holding parties. The field is fun. I love holding parties." Because that was not the case in the beginning. #2, eager to learn. Highly successful sales directors are eager to learn. They study, they read, they listen, and they ask questions. They attend weekly success meetings every week. They attend new director education, leadership, career conference, seminar, and all of their area retreats. They also encourage their team to attend as well. Mary Kay said that those who show up, go up. And I'm proud to say that I've never missed a company event. 10 years ago, I attended New Director Education Week, and at the time, there was a top young $1 million director that held meetings outside of Dallas. I convinced my roommates at New Director Education and 6 other new directors to take a shuttle to go and watch this young director's success meeting. I wanted to learn and see firsthand what she was doing. I sat at her feet that night and took countless pages of notes. I listened to how she talked, walked, and interacted with people. I studied her. I was 25 years old at the time and she was 29, and I knew that I needed to see someone else young having success that I could relate to. And as Mary Kay Ash said, hitch your wagon to a star. Highly successful directors are eager to learn. #3, network. Highly successful directors network. They value people and they build relationships. They're a great friend. Mary Kay Ash always said to envision everyone wearing a sign around their neck that said, "Make me feel important." I know that I've accomplished many of the things I've accomplished in Mary Kay because of the people I had surrounded myself with. I wanted to go on the top director trip so I could be friends with those people. I then wanted to be $1 million director so I could be with my friends that were doing the million. And that was the same case as becoming a national sales director. Highly successful sales directors network. Number 4, they work on themselves. Highly successful directors work on themselves and they never quit. They know that they are a work in progress and keep striving to become better. What I have learned is that everyone wins when the leader gets better. They're open to the advice of people that are where they want to be and that they respect. I remember that when I started Mary Kay, my mom lived in Washington State, I lived in Atlanta, so a lot of my first parties were happening in Atlanta. And I actually went home to hold Mary Kay parties in my hometown, and my mom came to watch me. She didn't say anything. She did not do the marketing for me. She said nothing. She sat in the back of the room and she took 10 pages of notes of all the things that I needed to change, she said. Well, she said the word adjust, and I said, no, you mean change, okay? And I will tell you, I could have looked at those 10 pages and thought, are you kidding me? But here's what I knew. I wanted her life, and I wanted her position. She watched me do the next party. She only had 5 pages. Praise the Lord, I was improving. She watched the next party. She had 2 pages of notes. And after that last party, she said, great job. No adjustments. But I was eager to learn, and I was open to her suggestions. Be careful who you're getting advice from, but I knew I wanted her guidance. And I'll tell you, that's a very interesting dynamic when it's your mom. You think it's hard when it's a sales director, your senior sales director? Let me tell you, it's your mom, it's a whole different ball of wax. Number 5, highly successful sales directors are creative. Creative. They look for new ways of doing things, efficient solutions, and new opportunities constantly. I will tell you that I pride myself on our skincare party in our Sharpe National area. I do. It is a skill that I feel like I have mastered, and I really had started to assume that so did my people as well. And then I'm looking at these weekly accomplishment sheets, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, my personal unit, this is like not good. Okay, if they really did this at a party, like we have a situation. So I've now started these classes at my home, and I specifically invite who I want to invite, who I choose to work with, and I bring them into my home and we do a different type of training. So last week, they showed up and I had a tripod set up. And without notice, I videotaped every single one of my future directors with their open and their close of their skincare party. Now, a lot of these women are people that have watched me do countless parties because I bring people with me so I can earn and they can learn, okay? I'm not doing their parties for me, but I'm thinking, you've watched me 10 times. Oh, dear Lord. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, this is so painful. Like, I couldn't even look at some of them, and I'm trying to like pretend like I'm taking notes, and I'm thinking, whoa, okay. Inspect what you expect. There were some girls that were awesome, were incredible. But I share this with you because have you had your director watch you do your open and close? People that you're wanting to move up on your team that maybe are your next red jackets, have you watched them do their open and close? What I loved is they showed up. They had no idea what they were coming to. We videoed them, and then their peers gave them positive feedback, and we sandwiched it, just like Mary Kay taught us to do, right? But here's what was so fantastic, is many of the things that I would have told them to adjust, they discovered on their own. And what was interesting is that then they went home and they watched the video, and then they called me back with additional things. I mean, some people were saying, Kristin, I didn't smile through the entire thing. And I'm thinking, I know, you didn't, you know. And I'm like, well, geez, okay, so let's talk about that. What can we adjust? And she's like, I've been practicing smiling all day. So now I know what it feels like because my mouth hurts so bad. So again, I share this with you because get creative. I realize party. We're known for doing parties. Oh, no, 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 no. Inspect what you expect. Be creative. Number 6 is self-reliant. Highly successful sales directors take responsibility and are self-reliant. They make decisions and move, and they move quickly. They pivot, pivot, pivot. Some of you are still thinking, well, should I do this? Should I do that? I'll tell you, I think on things, the pros, the cons, I make a decision right then. And if it's the wrong decision, I just say to myself, you know what? I made that decision with the best information I knew at the time. And I'll know to do things differently next time. You see, Mary Kay said, the speed of the leader is the speed of the game. Number 7, keep balance and perspective. Highly successful sales directors keep balance and perspective. They don't get caught up in the drama. They respect others, and they don't let themselves get distracted. I realize we work with a lot of women. There can be a lot of drama. Highly successful sales directors do not get caught up in the drama. Number 8, they live in the present moment. Highly successful sales directors don't procrastinate. Instead, they live in the present moment. They are great time managers. They use a weekly plan sheet. They encompass what Mary Kay said, which is the Din-Din Club. Be a part of the Din-Din Club. Do it now, do it now, do it now. Number 9, they look over the horizon. Highly successful sales directors look over the horizon. They anticipate what if, and they seldom get caught unprepared. They prepare for challenges and obstacles, but they're not surprised by them. Mary Kay Ash said, failures don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. And number 10, they respond quickly. Highly successful sales directors respond quickly. When they see an opportunity, they jump on it. They learn to adapt to different situations. And as a new director in the beginning, I'm here to tell you, if you aren't good at it, it doesn't mean you should quit. It means that you're a beginner. And that's really where every master starts. So, what are my 10 traits of highly successful sales directors? You work hard. You're eager to learn. You network. You work on themselves, on yourself. Number 5, you're creative. 6, you're self-reliant. 7, you keep balance and perspective. Number 8, you live in the present moment. Number 9, you look over the horizon. And number 10, you respond quickly. You know, I've only seen the company invite DIQs to leadership conference a couple times in my career. I hope you can grasp what a huge opportunity this is for you. I pray that you maximize it. We are waiting with open arms for you to step up into the sisterhood of directorship. Our company needs more leaders like you. So on behalf of my mom, Senior National Sales Director Connie Kitson, who's been facilitating in the director's room, and my mentor, myself, and all of my sister National Sales Directors, we want to thank you for participating in our Power Up Day, and we can't wait to see